Welcome back to Ivy's Kitchen. Today on Ivy's Kitchen, I am making chicken pot pie. This is actually an inspired dish that someone had made for me, and I wanted to recreate my version here on Ivy's Kitchen. If you want the recipe, please check out whatsivycooking.blogspot.com, and if you want to see how I do this, keep on watching. Please visit whatsivycooking.blogspot.com for the complete recipe. Peel and dice potatoes, heat up some oil, and saute your potatoes. Don't forget to season your potatoes with salt and pepper. Peel, wash, and dice your carrots as shown. Wash and dice your celery. Dice your onions and mince your garlic. I am using store-bought rotisserie chicken. You can definitely just boil your own chicken and season it with salt and pepper, but I like using rotisserie chicken because all of the flavors are already on there and it saves me a lot of time. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the chicken breast. If you want to use dark meat, you can definitely use the thighs, but I'm going to go ahead and use the chicken breast, and we only need two of them. We don't need that much because our pie crust is pretty small. So go ahead and take the skin off of the chicken, just like so. And from there, you're just going to dice up the chicken into pieces. It takes a while for the vegetables to soften, so instead of sauteing it, I'm actually going to cook the vegetables in chicken broth. So what you want to do is just add your carrots and celery in, and you want to just let it cook in a little bit of chicken broth. And you're going to let it cook until it softens, so go ahead and put the lid on this and check on it in a few minutes or so. Once your vegetables have softened, you want to go ahead and drain it and set it aside. So what we're going to do now is we are going to make the gravy for our pot pie. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add some butter that I can saute our onions in. So let me just add that in and just melt it. If you want the recipe for this, please check out whatsivycooking.blogspot.com. I'm also on Facebook, facebook.com/ivysfood. And of course, if you want to follow me, I'm on Instagram under Ivy's Food. You want to go ahead and preheat your oven to 425 degrees. Once your butter has melted, you can go ahead and add your onions and garlic. And I'm just going to saute this until it becomes nice and soft. While you saute this, you definitely want to add some salt, just so we can caramelize the onions faster, and pepper. Once your onions have softened, you want to go ahead and add flour. And we are just going to go ahead and whisk this flour in just to cook it out, so we don't want that raw flour taste in our gravy. Once your flour is cooked through, you want to go ahead and add your chicken broth. And you want to keep stirring as you add this chicken broth in. We definitely don't want any lumps in our gravy, so you've got to keep stirring and have patience with it. And for that luxurious gravy, we want to go ahead and add milk to this. You want to use whole milk, not low fat. And keep stirring as you put that in because you definitely don't want your milk to curdle. And we're going to cook this until it becomes thick like gravy. While your gravy is thickening, you definitely want to add salt and pepper to this. To check if your gravy has thickened, all you want to do is Dip a wooden spoon in your gravy, and when you slide your finger, if the gravy separates, then you know that your gravy is thick. Next, what we want to do is we want to put this pie together. So what I did is I seasoned my chicken and vegetable mixture. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add this mixture into the pot pie. Of course, the mixture is the chicken, the celery, and the purple potatoes. If you don't have purple potatoes, you can definitely use peas. And once that is in, we want to pour the delicious gravy that we made earlier. Just like so. Look at that. Yum. So what we're going to do now is we are going to take the other pie crust and put it on top of it. And just carefully take it out of the aluminum foil. Okay, and once your pie crust is together, you want to go ahead and crimp it just with a fork so it sticks together. And because we don't want the pot pie to steam, we are just going to make slits on the top of the pie. I like to make an X. And just be fancy. For this pie crust to get a beautiful golden top, I am going to brush butter on the top of this crust. Just like so. And I really like it on the corners because I love that crunchy edge. We're gonna pop this in the oven for about 30 to 35 minutes until we get that nice golden crust on top.
Please visit whatsivycooking.blogspot.com for the complete recipe. Before digging into your pot pie, you want your pot pie to cool down because the filling is really hot.
Now it's time to taste this. Let me just go ahead and get everything on here. Chicken, celery, carrots, and a little bit of the crust. So good.
Thank you for watching Ivy's Kitchen. Please don't forget to subscribe. For my recipes, please visit whatsivycooking.blogspot.com. You can also find me on Facebook or Instagram. Until next time, happy cooking!